Good morning and a very warm welcome everyone to today's first live webinar and the launch of our new structural waterproofing system, SikaBit ProMelt. My name is Rod Benson and I'm Head of Roofing New Build for Sika here in the UK. We really appreciate you all taking the time to attend this virtual presentation. Even though we're all experiencing many restrictions, this should offer a different way to communicate our initiatives and also after this, allow you to continue with your day without too much disruption. So I'll take you through the first section and the initial introduction to Sika and who we are. Then a little bit about the strategic entrance into the bituminous market and today's exciting new addition to our extensive roofing portfolio. It's about 5 minutes or so. And here's today's team to guide you through the details of this launch. With me are Gavin and Fiona. Gavin White is Head of Marketing and Product Management for Roofing. Fiona Irving is Product Engineer for Liquid Applied and Bituminous Systems. We're also supported by our expert panel from Sika's roofing team, Martin Beidel, Head of Technical Services for Roofing, Ian Muddyman, Head of our Applications Department and the 3 training academies, Richard Aldred, Regional Manager for Roof Refurbishment, and Scott Grant, one of our field technicians who has a wealth of experience across all of our roofing technologies. So, over the next 30 minutes, we'll take you through a short overview of Sika, then our journey into the bituminous technology, the products and the details, how we support our customers, help specifiers, clients and end users. Then, after a brief summary, we'll open up the chat and Q&A function to take questions. Okay. So for those of you in our audience who may not be familiar with Sika, we're a construction chemicals business spanning over 100 countries. And as the graphic demonstrates, we've been established for well over 100 years, with more than 25,000 team members around the world today. You can see the values we work to, and they are customer first, sustainability and integrity, courage for innovation, empowerment and respect, and finally managing for results. Hopefully, you'll see some examples of that innovation today. Our focus this morning is on roofing, but as important, it's part of a wider market focus. And you can see in this graphic that we're involved in other areas. And if we start with concrete, and although we don't produce concrete, we're involved in the process of concrete and waterproofing with admixtures and some cementitious products, watertight concrete and sheet membranes. Roofing, and we'll cover that shortly. We move to building finishing, incorporates external renders, grouts and repair mortars. The flooring systems, including resin floors, cementitious screeds and floor jointing. And then sealing and bonding products for external elastic adhesive bonding and sealants for structural glazing and facades. Then the refurbishment division focuses on highways, bridges, concrete repair and structural strengthening. And if we move outside of construction a bit, we have Sika Industry, where our focus is on automotive, transportation, marine, rail and supporting building components, and more importantly now offsite. So you can see we have individual specialists, but we operate as one to provide a range of support in our chosen markets. And this graphic really just provides some perspective on how, as one supplier, we can really support most projects with detailed specifications, the products, the technical expertise, and the aftercare. So, as I said, let's move into roofing. And hopefully these market-leading brands are familiar to you and the technologies of liquid applied and single-ply membranes. And now also including the 4th pillar of bituminous systems. Okay, let's now move through the project journey so far and a little about how recent acquisitions have helped us get here and why we choose to develop our range, including bituminous solutions. So the first phase was to launch SikaBit Pro, our range of reinforced bituminous membranes. And this was initially driven by demand in the market to complement our existing portfolio of single-ply membranes and liquid applied membrane technologies. It also provided more opportunities to match our customers' capabilities and their experience with multi-technology projects and our expertise in specification. Launching SikaBit Pro gave the momentum to move into the next phase and to the introduction of a hot melt solution, ProMelt. Now, although Sika has historically pioneered the market in cold applied technology, there was still an opportunity in the mature RVM space. And as this graphic demonstrates, that market share still accounts for over half of the flat roofing market. And this position has been reaffirmed through the adoption of the Safe to Torch guidance across our industry from the National Federation of Roofing Contractors. We're not strangers to bitumen roofing. For many, many years, our expertise across many countries has helped us grow. More recently, the experience acquired from these market-leading companies has allowed us to develop the solutions we focus on today. We look at Bitbauer, market leaders for over 40 years in Austria. KVK, again, market leading for a similar time in the Czech Republic. Index, who joined Sika in the last few years and boast the largest bituminous manufacturer in Europe. And more recently, Arcon in Romania. This image then really just gives a snapshot of our global presence for bitumen and where that experience has come from, whether it's product, specification details, or training and education. So with this wide range of experience, we could really complement our industry-leading liquid applied solutions and the range of single-ply membranes we're all known for. So, okay, hopefully this has given you all a little insight, and we can now look into the details of the products and services to support. So I'll now hand over the next section to Gavin and Fiona to take you through this.
Thanks, Rod, and hello, everyone. Before we dive into our new hot melt system, I thought it would be a good opportunity to give you a quick recap on our range of reinforced bitumen membrane solutions that we launched last year. So through the acquisition program that Rod mentioned, Sika has been able to benefit from the resource, expertise, and innovation that is available from the largest bitumen membrane manufacturer in Europe. And this has given us a great opportunity to develop a range of systems using the latest technology and the latest manufacturing techniques. Our range of SikaBit Pro bituminous membranes incorporate a unique hybrid technology, which is a key part of our three main systems and are available for a cold roof, warm roof, or inverted applications. All of our systems are specified as Safe to Torch compliant with guidance given on torch-free zones. Now, I mentioned previously that we have something unique compared to other systems in the marketplace, and I'd like to spend a couple of minutes explaining what this means in terms of advantageous durability and performance. Our SikaBit Pro cap sheet is a unique hybrid membrane that combines all the benefits of two different types of modified bitumen technology, SBS and APAO. This is an industry first when it comes to this combination of technologies in the same membrane, whereas most other solutions in the marketplace tend to be exclusively one type of bitumen technology. Now, a little more detail on how we use these technologies to our advantage. SBS modified bitumen is the most common type of specified high-performance bitumen technology, and it's generally recognized for needing less heat to apply and offers high levels of cold flexibility. And for this reason, it's the type of bitumen that we have used on the bottom side of the hybrid cap sheet, where it interfaces with the SBS underlay. And whilst SBS has excellent elastomeric properties, it isn't perhaps always ideal for maintaining its aesthetics when exposed to natural weathering over time. And this is where we have a real advantage with our ability to introduce a completely different and much newer and more advanced type of bitumen technology called APAO onto the surface of our cap sheet, which offers extraordinary resistance to UV and thermal aging. Ultimately, our ability to hybridize a membrane allows us the opportunity to offer the best of both worlds in terms of bitumen technology and ensure the highest levels of performance long term. Now, clearly I'm making bold claims on the uniqueness and performance of our membranes, so I thought I would show you some laboratory test evidence based on standard accelerated weathering tests, which visually demonstrate how our membrane ages compared to products that are exclusively one type of bitumen technology. QUV, accelerated weathering testing, as you can see here, reproduces the damage caused by sunlight, rain and moisture, and in just a few days or weeks, the QUV test can reproduce the damage that occurs over months or even years. As you can see, our APAO surface membrane, the third one along, clearly performs extremely well after 800 cycles of QUV, compared to the two single technology membranes after 800 cycles, or 6,400 hours, which is roughly equivalent to about 5 years of normal exposure. Likewise, thermal shock testing, another standard test, exposes products to alternating low and high temperatures to accelerate failures caused by temperature cycles or thermal shocks during normal use. Again, our newer APAO technology, the third one along, clearly outperforms in this test too. And to summarize this recap of our SikaBit Pro membranes before I move on to hot melt, here's an example project we've recently been working on at New Bailey in Manchester, a £650 million urban redevelopment scheme that aims to create a gateway between Salford and Manchester on each side of the River Irwell. Constructed by Morgan Sindall for the English Cities Fund, ETF, and forward funded by Legal & General, the development includes 1, 2 and 3 bedroom high-end apartments for the private rental sector. So, now for the main event, and the reason that you've all kindly joined us today to hear about phase 2 of the SikaBit campaign, the launch of our brand new hot melt system. I'll start by giving you some background into our journey towards a hot melt solution, including the current market for this technology and valuable market insight that we gained in order to help us make our final technology decision. So there's no doubt about it, hot melt remains the system of choice when it comes to inverted roofs, and the latest figures from the Liquid Roofing and Waterproofing Association suggest that this technology actually makes up 17% of the total liquid waterproofing market. Now that's the third largest segment behind polyurethanes and GRP. Now all available market information suggests that demand for hot melt systems is growing because it's an ideal buried waterproofing solution for flat, trafficked and inverted roofs, and at the end of the day it's economical with proven durability and legacy of use in these sorts of applications. Now you only need to look at the skyline of Manchester and London to see examples of inverted roofs springing up in order to facilitate extended uses such as biophilic features, and by this I mean green roofs. And I also believe that it's an increasingly frequent occurrence that planning permission is often now linked to such extended uses, including green roofs, terrace communal areas, or even blue roof systems. And the other thing to bear in mind is that specifiers are often choosing to use a range of technologies on the same project, which may include hot melt in conjunction with, say, either single ply or maybe even felt. With a complete range of solutions now from a brand that you've trusted for a very long time, we're now able to offer the all-important one-stop shop. And once we'd identified that there was a real opportunity for us to enter into this market, and more importantly, that there was a demand for us to do so from our installer and supplier and specifier partners, this is where the real part of the journey began. So I'm now going to briefly take you through our journey to how we ended up selecting our hot melt system and the valuable market insight we gained, which played a crucial role in this decision. Naturally, this journey started with the formation of a project team, and at Sika we have a wealth of experience to call upon to ensure that any system or technology that we introduce has an impressive amount of expertise behind it. And here they are with well over 100 years of combined knowledge within the roofing industry across a range of specialisms. So we actually started looking at introducing a hot melt system around the same time that we launched our SikaBit Pro bituminous membranes last year. Now the reason we did this is because we had the ideal opportunity to take advantage of the fact that we had access to a lot of contractors and specifiers in a relatively short space of time, which gave us the ideal chance to canvass their knowledge and experience on hot melt and inverted systems in order to help us better understand the key issues faced when designing, specifying, or installing a hot melt system. Importantly, we were able to gain valuable insight into what hot melt technology is actually preferred and trusted by contractors, because there is more than one hot melt technology out there. We also did some direct investigation of our own, which included site visits to watch the installation of a hot melt roof system. So out of all of the research that we undertook and our insightful engagement with some of our biggest and most influential specifiers and contractors in the industry, we highlighted two key issues. Firstly, new build sites, particularly those on higher-rise buildings, such as office and apartment blocks, are some of the busiest construction areas with multiple trades working alongside each other, with high levels of foot traffic, storage and movement of materials on a relatively small area of roof. So what did this mean for us? Well, it was clear to us that we needed to choose a hot melt system technology that had been dealing with this type of situation for a very long time, a system that incorporated the maximum possible amount of material laid to resist the stresses that I've just outlined and could be laid easily piecemeal around other trades. Secondly, inverted roof decks, commonly concrete, are often not as flat as they should be, with variations and undulations in the surface. And again, feedback from the industry pointed us towards the need for a system that could have the maximum amount of material laid to help accommodate this. So taking on board the key factors that I explained on the previous slide, we then looked at the two hot melt technologies that were available to us. Firstly, a traditional two-layer system with fleece reinforcement that is the industry standard for hot melt and has a strong legacy of use. And then secondly, a newer single-layer technology often referred to as second generation. And we found that whilst the newer single-layer systems are arguably faster to install, the opinion from the industry is that the preference is still very much towards a traditional two-layer system. Contractors in particular take far more comfort in the fact that more material is laid per metre squared on a traditional system and legacy of use. And the evidence of its proven performance is still very much the most important factor in favour of traditional two-layer systems. So ultimately, we arrived at our key set of requirements for the system that we wish to launch with three key prerequisites. Firstly, we wanted a system that was as locally sourced as possible to give us control in terms of pricing and continuity of supply. Local sourcing also aligns with our sustainability goals, which includes lower embodied carbon associated with transport. Secondly, we wanted to ensure our system had as little packaging as possible because we knew that this is a growing concern on many sites. And thirdly, but most importantly, we wanted a traditional two-layer system because it offers the largest amount of material laid per metre squared of the two available technologies, can be laid easily piecemeal around other trades, meets the durability requirements for busy sites, but most of all meets installer and specifier trust expectations, which is what contractors are used to. I hope that's given you some solid background into our journey towards a hot melt system. I'm now going to pass across to my colleague Fiona, who's going to give you some product and service package specifics.
Thanks, Gavin, and good morning, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Fiona, and I'm Sika's product engineer, looking after the liquid applied and bituminous product ranges for roofing in the UK. I'm now going to take you through a typical inverted roof build-up of the new ProMelt system, along with some of the key benefits of the individual components within the range. The system would consist of the Igleflex P15 UK, which is a brush or roller applied bituminous priming solution, used for the preparation of a range of substrates prior to the application of the SikaBit Hot Melt 5070. The SikaBit Hot Melt 5070 is a hot applied, specially formulated combination of refined polymer modified bitumen, synthetic rubbers, lightweight fillers, and other additives, incorporating a 15% recycled content. The traditional two-layer system has the SikaBit Roof F50, a reinforcement fleece embedded into the first layer of the hot melt compound, followed by a second layer shortly after. As soon as the second layer of hot melt compound is applied, the SikaBit Roof Access layer, which is a sand surface SBS modified membrane, is applied as a protection layer. The build-up is completed with our range of SikaTherm XPS insulation in conjunction with the Sika Roof Water Infiltration Reduction layer, prior to finishing with the ballast or paving as per your project requirements. To touch on some of the benefits of the individual products in the ProMelt range, the SikaBit Hot Melt 5070 has an outstanding durability with a monolithic application and is fully bonded and non-tracking. The blocks themselves are wrapped in a thermofusible film which goes into the cooker, removing the need for individual cardboard packaging and reducing on-site waste. SikaBit F50 reinforcement fleece has a high tensile strength and provides multi-directional reinforcement to the system. The SikaBit roof access layer is an effective and easy to install trafficable surface, and our range of SikaTherm XPS insulation has a high compressive strength, and its closed cell structure gives the insulation a low water absorption, making it an ideal choice for an inverted roof build-up. The Sika roof water infiltration reduction layer has a high resistance to the passage of water, increasing the overall thermal performance of the roof. The SikaBit ProMelt system is fully BBA certified for use in inverted and green roof scenarios for flat roofing, including zero falls, and has a durability statement for the design life of the roof in which it's incorporated, while achieving an unrestricted fire rating. As part of the wider ProMelt range of products, we have various different access layers available, be that for exposed upstands and penetrations, or green roof build-ups, along with a range of accessories, including outlets, roof lights, and trims. Now that we've been through the market and the SikaBit ProMelt system, I will briefly take you through some of our key service elements you can expect as part of your Sika experience. At Sika, we have a quality management system in place so that we can support our customers throughout their engagement with us. This takes us from the start of your project through to the installation, final sign-off, and aftercare. We have a nationwide coverage of area technical managers who are there to support you through your project, and the map shown above with their contact details will be sent out to all attendees following this webinar. Our external and internal roofing technical teams already offer a whole host of services for designers, specifiers, and contractors to provide support for the increasing range of Sika's roofing products and technologies. As shown here, we'll continue to offer the same outstanding support for the new ProMelt range as we do the existing brands. This will include a consultation with our experienced area technical managers, bespoke project specifications, technical advice and guidance, and supporting technical literature. Our service would also include product information, so data sheets or BBAs, standard details and advice, project-specific design support, thermal calculations, and also coming soon we'll be providing drainage calculations. At Sika, we utilise a custom-built specification system which we call Spec Manager. This combines a cloud-based project database and a mobile specification and inspection app. The mobile data allows project information to be input onto the app by the Sika Area Technical Manager in real time, be that during a roof condition survey or discussions at design stage with architects and specifiers, all via their mobile device. The app is then synchronized with the Spec Manager where the project can be managed. Our technical services teams can then check the proposals and produce a bespoke specification. The information feeds into the site inspection app, which is customized for the technology specified, giving our team of field technicians access to all project information when carrying out inspections. For the installation of the new ProMelt range, like all our systems, we will be using a national network of SikaBit ProMelt contractors. Our training course, which will be run at our training academy in Preston, combines theory, demonstrations, and a practical application workshop to give installers hands-on experience of the new SikaBit ProMelt range. Our applications team provide a range of services, including training, site inspections, on-site support, and guarantee inspection. Our site visits are conducted by our national team of roofing field technicians who are specialists in single-ply, liquid-applied, and bituminous membranes. To provide you with an overall snapshot of the support our applications team provided to our customers, here's an infographic depicting the site inspections and trainings that we provided in 2019, which I'm sure you'll all agree is an impressive feat by our applications department. As with our other market-leading brands, we are offering a comprehensive range of guarantees for up to 25 years for ProMelt. Further details and specimen copies are available on request, and if you would like any further information on our guarantees, your local area technical manager will be able to talk through the benefits with you. Thanks very much for your attention today. I'll now hand you back over to Rod Benson to summarise.
Thanks, Fiona, and thank you to all our team today. I'll now just summarise what we believe are the key points from today's presentation. Our capability in roofing and other markets is clearly proven. The existing solutions we have now been complemented with the addition of RBM and now hot melt. The benefits to have this wide range of solutions are also clear. Certainly from our expertise in supporting the designer or specifier, advising on technical queries or site support, and whether you're building or installing a roof. A true one-stop shop, which is where one guarantee for everything, when required, is possible. This exciting launch really provides a fantastic opportunity for us all. And a big thank you to you, wherever you are, at work, at home, or managing somewhere else. And that's from all of us at Sika for attending today's event.